In this video, I will be giving my predictions for the 2025 Denver Broncos. But before I get in that, I'm going to go over the offense and the defense real quick. The Broncos receiving room is absolutely, like, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but it's trash to me. You got Cortland Sutton, above average receiver. You got Marvin Mims, an up and coming receiver. Evan Ingram is a good tight end, but then you got young receivers like Troy Franklin, Devon Vele, and Adam Troutman as the tight end. I wish they could have got someone better, a veteran receiver in free agency or through trades, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. So Bo Nix is going to be throwing to some inexperienced, NFL experienced receivers. This is what free agency looked like in the beginning. I wish they would have got Cooper Kupp or Keenan Allen or Devontae Adams, but unfortunately those receivers went somewhere else. Now, this is the Broncos defense. Hopefully this is what the nickel defense look like. I do not want, no disrespect, but I do not want Riley Moss on the outside anymore. Put him in the nickel. You went and got Hufanga from the, and you're going to got Greenlaw from the 49ers. You got Brandon Jones back. You got Defense Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain. You got DJ Jones, Zach Allen, Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, and Riley Moss. You got Sternard. So the defense, hopefully, it's as good as people think it should be. But I don't want to put too much pressure on them because a lot of people saying, oh, the defense is going to be so great. All right, so let's get into it. So this is my first time even looking at the schedule. Week 1 versus the Titans, I'm going to give the Broncos the win versus the Titans. Week 2 versus the Colts can't even get their situation with Anthony Richardson figured out. So I'm going to go with a win versus the Colts. Week 3 at the Chargers. I feel like they're going to split with the Chargers, so I'm going to give them a loss versus the Chargers. Week 4 against Cincinnati, they get revenge and win versus Cincinnati. Week 5 going to Philadelphia. Since it's in Philly and they're the Super Bowl champs, I'll give Philly that one. Week 6 going to the Jets, that's a win. Week 7 going to the Giants, that's a win. Week 8 at home against the Cowboys. The Cowboys have not beat the Broncos since 1995. This is going to be 30 years, so I'm going to give that a win for the Broncos. Week 9 going to Houston. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to give that to the Broncos as well. Week 10 versus the Raiders, I'm going to give to the Broncos. Week 11, I think they'll split with the Chiefs. So week 11, I'm giving to the Broncos. Week 12 is the bye week. Week 13 against the Commanders, I am going to give the Broncos that win. Week 14 against the Raiders, win for the Broncos. Week 15 against the Packers, that's a win. Week 16 against Jacksonville, that's a win. Week 17 against the Chiefs, I feel like they're going to split with the Chiefs. That's going to be a loss. And week 18 versus the Chargers, that is going to be a win for the Broncos. The only games that I feel like could go either way are the games against Cincinnati, possibly Houston, and maybe Washington. But with Washington, I think they'll just be all over Jaden Daniels. So Houston and Cincinnati are really like the only two I would actually be worried about. The rest of them, I'm not really that worried about. So the Broncos, I have them going 14-3, but they can possibly be 13-4 or 12-5, 11-6 at the least for me. Which should be, because they went 10-7 last year. 11-6 should get them into the playoffs, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. If you want to check out some of my other videos, go to my channel. I got them listed by playlist. I got like Pokemon Go videos. I have different sports videos and opinions. I have different science laboratory experiments and stuff. Stuff about like culture and stuff. I have that. But make sure you go check out my videos. More videos coming soon. Trey T out. Peace.